there, seekers of style, knowledge, and all that good stuff. It's Joe here from Style by Joe with another episode of In the Kitchen with Joe, and this is such an easy recipe. But before we get to that, why don't you go to my YouTube channel, which is Style by Joe, hit subscribe. That's going to let you know when the next video comes up. So one of the most questions I get when I'm eating at work is, when do you find time to cook? Well, it's easily on my day off. But I look for quick, I look for simple, and I look for easy. Nothing gets easier than this. Well, almost nothing. So we started with a cup of uncooked orzo. Cook it according to the way the directions say. Mine said 8 minutes for al dente, which if you know Italian, that means to the tooth, so it should be a little firm. I cooked it for 7. It says then to cool it and drain it, or drain it and cool it. So whenever I drain it, and I'm going to be using it for a pasta salad or anything cold, I don't like to rinse it. When you rinse it, you rinse off the starch, and the sauce or whatever you're putting with it adheres to the starch. So I will try to save as much of that as I can. Put it on the bowl or on a sheet like this to cool. Next, it called for 2 cups of rotisserie chicken. Didn't even cook that. Called for 2 pounds, which should equal 2 cups of thinly sliced radishes. Radish. Firm, crispy, slightly peppery. Just going to dump that in. It also called for a cup of roughly chopped radish greens. So we're going to do that. And honestly, if you've never had a radish green, they kind of taste like arugula, watercress, and grass had a baby, and that's what they taste like. It's still got that chlorophyll taste to it, or I'm sorry, chlorophyll taste to it, which is what turns plants green, but it's got a little bit of pepper to it. And honestly, all I did was just roll it up and just toss it in. Calls for 1/4 cup of chopped basil leaves. I don't like to chop it, so I'm just going to pluck off some off of this plant here. Ooh, that should do it. Just tear it in there. Then for the dressing, it's 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, which for me was like half a lemon, and salt and pepper to taste. So I just whisk that around in the measuring cup so I don't dirty anything else. Pour that over. And then start to stir it in. Now what's really great about this is the color is amazing, but there's no mayonnaise in it. You can leave this sit out, you can take it to a picnic, and you don't need to worry about refrigerating it. The chicken's obviously cooked, so there's nothing there. There's no mayonnaise. So let's grab a fork, get some of the orzo, get some of the radish, get some of the radish greens, get some of the chicken. You get the crunch from the radish. You get the earthy, peppery from the greens. You get from the basil, you get that kind of licoricey flavor. It's so good. And this is only going to get better as it sits. Again, this has been Joe from Style by Joe, in the Kitchen with Joe. Have a great day. Stay stylish. I'll talk to you soon.